she got corn, sweet potato, okra.
Yes, okras, high five, and we're gonna try it out. Hi guys, you are watching Just Throw It in a Bowl, where we make quick meals for those working souls out there. Whether you are a full-time parent at home dealing with the kids all day, you gotta cook a meal and you wanna maximize your time and make something quick, and then all the others who work full-time outside of the house, this is what you need. You need quick, easy, and adventurous meals with me, Larissa, and Reuben. All right.
First, let's begin with your savory and sweet item, the sweet potato and bean dish. This is a protein-packed item. I recommend that you begin with this part of the meal first because it takes the longest to cook over the stovetop. Prep time is simple. The key is to let all the ingredients slow cook on medium and then low heat. The second part of this meal is the okra fritters. The key to this dish is to ensure that your eggs or egg substitute is mixed in gradually. This will create a nice fritter consistency. Be sure to fry over low to medium heat. Lastly is your corn on the cob. We love topping our corn with butter and Parmesan cheese.
Let's get this party started.
We've already cut our tomatoes and our onions, and I started my sweet potatoes. If you need some help with how to cut and dice your onions and tomatoes, please reference my previous shrimp scampi video. This is your sweet potato. I've sliced them, and now I'm just going to cut them into little bite-sized pieces, as such. We want to cut them into bite-sized pieces so that they, one, are bite-sized, and two, they cook rather quickly when they're in tiny pieces. Our intent is to cook this meal within 30 minutes. All right, just dice it as such. All right, guys, so let's start off with our sweet potato and kidney bean dish. I'm gonna add some olive oil into my pot. I got my oil in here going. I'm going to add my can of kidney beans to the pan. And then essentially you're taking everything and adding it to the pot. So we're putting your onions, add your tomatoes, add your sweet potatoes, add your sun-dried tomatoes. I chose smoked sun-dried tomatoes to add a little bit more kick to this dish. And then of course our garlic. Once you get everything in this pot, you are going to put the lid on it, add a little bit of seasoning salt if you like. You know, mine is garlic salt. Add that to the pot, put the lid on here, and just always keep an eye on it. The goal is to make sure that you have some liquid in there at all times. All you do is add some water if you notice the pot getting dry. Add some water as you need to. Keep on mixing it, keep on mixing it. Guys, right now I just want you to see how this pot looks. It's full of color. I have layered it with our kidney beans, our sweet potatoes, white onions, tomatoes, garlic, sun-dried tomatoes, and of course some garlic salt. We're gonna put the lid on here and let this baby cook on medium heat for about 20 minutes. You wanna make sure that there's always some liquid in here. Feel free to add some water if you notice that the pan starts drying out. Keep an eye on it and make sure it does not burn. So we moved over to our stove area where we have our sweet potatoes and kidney beans going. I'm going to start working on the next portion of our dish where we're making okra fritters. And the way we cut our okra is into little tiny pieces. I take off the top and the end. Take off the tops and the ends as such. And then you want to cut them into, again, bite-sized pieces. The thinner the better. Let me tell you, these green onions add so much flavor to this dish. Now that I've cut my okra and my green onions, I'm just going to throw it in the bowl. I'm going to add my panko, my breadcrumbs, my flour, and I'm going to mix this up. Alright, I want you to see what our concoction looks like right now. So I'm mixing up my okra with the breadcrumbs, flour, and the panko. I'm going to add a little bit of garlic salt to this. And next is going to be our eggs. I have about 2 eggs right now. Mix it up. Our eggs is our binding agent. I just want to reiterate what we're doing. We have our sweet potato kidney bean dish going on here. It's already cooked and now it's just simmering. After 20 minutes on medium heat, it's simmering on there about low heat for an additional 10 minutes. I'm going to keep an eye on it and make sure that the juices stay there. Also, our corn just started boiling. I'm going to add a little bit of salt to this dish and it's going to cook for about 10 minutes. I'm ready to cook my okra fritters. I want you to see what it looks like. Yummy, yummy, yummy. So you want to make sure your frying pan is at a medium heat. I started off our mix with 2 eggs. I support my local farmers and my local produce folks, and I bought some organic eggs from a coworker. And those eggs are a little tinier than the ones that you buy from who knows where. So I had to add an extra egg. That's why it's just very important to just know the consistency of your fritter before you put it in the frying pan. It should look as such. All right guys, our fritters have been cooking on one side for about 3 minutes. I'm gonna flip them over. See, it's a nice little brown. Again, we are on medium heat. Flip it over. I just want to reiterate, this is really about your preference. If you like your fritters to be a little bit darker, feel free to keep it on the medium heat a little longer. Today, my son is going to give you a recap on what we made. Take it away, Drew.
So it's corn,
sweet potatoes,
and
okra.
Which actually hey guys, she got corn, sweet potato,
Yeah.
okra.
Yes, okra. High five, and we're gonna try it out. So I would like to recap our meal today with just throwing in a bowl for the working self. We have a protein-packed meal for you. We made sweet potatoes with kidney beans right here. It is so lovely. And we have our okra fritters and some corn on the cob. I like to dip my okra fritters or top it off with some of the sweet potato and beans. Remember, cooking should be fun, easy, and adventurous. When you come home from work, let your hair down, relax, enjoy your family, have fun with cooking with me and Reuben in 30 minutes. So we are so grateful that you decided to spend your evening with Reuben and myself with just throwing in a bowl for the working soul. We hope that you enjoy this meal and get to have some time with your loved ones this evening. Cheers.